This is the drama that will never end. Yes, it goes on and on, my friend. The whole Minnesota fighting Vikings, Ndamukong Suh, will they, won't they? Jim Halpert and Pam Beasley romance, just get together already. Just do it. Just do it. Where, I mean, it's different than the JC Treader to the Vikings rumors, because this one actually has some teeth out there. And the Vikings certainly could add a little bit more depth, a little bit more stank along that Vikings defensive line. We have the meats, and Ndamukong Suh is looking for somewhere to play football. So let's retrace the steps. So first off, back on June 21st, Tyler Dragon, USA Today, tweeted out, there is mutual interest between the Raiders and Ndamukong Suh per a source. Another team to keep an eye on is the Vikings, and the Raiders and the Vikings have both had multiple conversations with the free agent tight end. Multiple conversations. And again, if the Vikings weren't interested at all, it'd be click. No phone calls to the agent, no phone calls to Suh, nothing like that. But Kwesi's doing his job, touching all the bases, want to see what the price is going to be, and if it's too much, he can walk away or wait until some of the options dry up. And then Josina Anderson replied, also put out there, while the market will continue to crystallize for Ndamukong Suh's services as the season draws near, I like that word, crystallize, I'm told the Raiders are not currently in pursuit per league source. Suh can provide value to any number of NFL defense. So Vikings, and the Raiders, we're in. Raiders out. And also, on the 12th this week, Brad Steinberg, who's beat writer for the Cleveland Browns, put out sources. Browns remain out of the picture for defense tackle Ndamukong Suh. Suh had been tied to them in the last couple days. The Raiders and the Vikings have held conversations, and Suh will look to hopefully sign somewhere before camp opens up. And with rookies reporting to camp on the 24th, veterans not far behind, Vikings officially opening up training camp on the 27th, things that make you go, because Ndamukong Suh, of course, we know in the NFC North, he was a force with the Detroit Lions for a number of years, and then went down to South Beach, got the bag, went to the Rams for a year, and then went to Tampa Bay, won a Super Bowl ring. You love to see it, man. And he can still bring it. Because even though he is in more of a rotational role at his age, he still had 43 pressures. He still had 6 sacks last season. Now, is he the guy that's going to put an entire defensive line, an entire defense on his back and just be that dude? No. But he still has diesel power. He's still very solid against the run. He can still get after the pass rusher. And I think especially as a rotational guy, in fact, if you put him along this Vikings defensive line, on the interior, I mean, you're going to really like your results, because you could still start Dalvin, Harrison Phillips, Armand for Watts. But if Ndamukong Suh rotates in there and plays, 550, 600 snaps, and then he can still absolutely get after it, what's not to like? What is certainly not to love? Now, money-wise, that could be where the issue is. Of course, hashtag cap is a myth. That is the wrong slide. There we go. Nailed it. So the Vikings, on paper, have around $9.7 million in cap space. That's going to go down to about $7.5 once the Vikings officially ink up Ed Ingram as well as Andrew Booth Jr., the second-round picks. So $7.5 in cap space. Now, they can create more. They can restructure Dalvin. They can restructure Thielen, Harrison Smith, all that stuff. You can always just shuffle around money. That's not an issue. And Ndamukong Suh last year played on a 1-year, $9 million deal. The year before that is 1 year, $8 million. So what's his number going to be, even though he's another year older, another year wiser? I mean, what's it going to be? Is it going to be 6? And if the Vikings are truly the only team left at the dance, the Vikings could have all the leverage. Because what does Ndamukong Suh want to do? Does he want to sit out camp, see if a team has an injury, and then all of a sudden try and strike when teams have already basically parsed out most of their salary cap? Does he wait into the season? I don't think that he does that either. But I think if Ndamukong Suh wants to play, wants a chance to chase another ring, and hell, wants a chance to get back at the Bucs, which things sort of ended acrimoniously there. He ain't going back to Tampa Bay because they signed Akeem Hicks to essentially replace him. So Ndamukong Suh wants to saddle up with another great NFC team that's rising like the Vikings, and maybe he gets some revenge against the Bucs in the playoffs. What's not to love? Plus he gets to play Aaron Rodgers twice a year again. It would absolutely love to see that, man. But either way, I'm intrigued. Even though I like the Vikings defensive line, just adding more stank, adding more beef along there, and also just the attitude. Where Ndamukong Suh, of course, does have his reputation for being chippy, maybe borderline dirty, but I think the Vikings defense, it needs some of that it needs some of that energy. It needs some of that swagger. We said we love the draft picks where you have Lewis Cine and Andrew Booth Jr. and Brian Asamoah, all high energy guys. And Ndamukong Suh, I mean, maybe he's not high energy, but he just has that intimidating presence that you need along the defensive line. And then all of a sudden you're concerned about Suh, and then Danielle Hunter and Zadarius Smith get after you, and then vice versa. And then Ndamukong Suh racks up 6-7 sacks as a rotational guy. I'm pretty fired up. I want it to happen at this point if the price is right, and if teams keep dropping out, like the Browns are gone, the Raiders are gone, if the Vikings are only dance left in town, let's go. Last dance with Ndamukong Suh. Let's do it, baby. But your thoughts on our thoughts. Vikings, only team remaining in on a man named Suh. Let us know your thoughts on our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skull Production Value.